We've got 3 5-minute rounds. Each round is going to have a buy-in of an assault bike calories, 30 for guys, 21 for the ladies. If you're doing row, you're doing 35 cals. I think it's 35 and 25. And then we're going to move into some deadlifts, and we're going to start with bar facing burpees. So we're going to start with 12 deadlifts at a lighter weight and 12 bar facing burpees. We're going to AMRAP that portion. So the bike only happens once each round, or the machine. And then we're going to rest 5 minutes, and we're going to do it again with that same buy-in, 31 or 30 cals for guys, 21 for the ladies. And then we're going to move into an AMRAP in the remaining time of 8 deadlifts at a heavier weight and 8 burpee box jumps. And then we're going to rest 5 minutes, and then we're going to move into a final 5 minute where we have a same buy-in, 30, 21 cals on the bike or your machine. And then we're going to go 4 deadlifts at a heavier weight, should be quite a heavy weight. Singles is probably your strategy. And then we're going to do 4 burpee box jump overs. So there's kind of a progression in the burpee jump to an object or jump over an object. I'll just go over that quickly. I've got my bar here. Starts with those bar facing burpees. So jumping over my bar. The next round, I will go to burpee box jumps. Burpee box jumps. So I'm going to hit a burpee in front of my object, my box. I'm going to jump on top, stand all the way up, step down, jump all the way up, step down. And last round is going to be burpee box jump overs, where I hit the top of the box, get to the other side. So a little progression in that burpee progression. Any questions about the workout? Nothing. All right. So ideally, if you have an option to, you'll be going up in weight in your deadlift and down in reps. If you don't have an option to really get up in weight, we'll pick one number and kind of stick with it. And remember, the bike only happens once each round. All right. Let's get that off of there, and let's talk about our mindset. So mindset from Michelangelo, to paraphrase him, he said, if people knew how much hard work it was, sorry, let me just say that again. If people knew how hard I worked to achieve my mastery, it wouldn't seem so wonderful after all. Just talking about talent without that work piece doesn't really get you anywhere. So, if Michelangelo wasn't such a hard worker and spent hours upon hours perfecting his craft, we'd probably never know his name. So yes, he was born with some talent, but he needed to work really hard to perfect that and to hone that skill. It's kind of that 10,000 hour rule thing. Man, I'm out of breath from all those burpees. Sorry. And then question of the day, we're going to go to, you're given an elephant. You cannot get rid of it. What would you do with the elephant? What would you do with the elephant? You cannot get rid of it. Okay, let's get into our warm-up, guys. So we're going to start on our machine. We're going to go 60 seconds at an easy pace on our machine, 40 seconds at a moderate pace. Then we're going to go 20 seconds hard. Here we go. Mel, congrats on your new pad. Virtual housewarming. All right. Here we go, guys. 60 seconds easy on our machine. 3, 2, 1, go. No problem. When do you guys get possession? There we go. Just a nice and easy. Got about another 30 seconds of that easy bike or easy machine, and then we're going to move into a little bit harder, a little bit faster. On the bike, we'll increase those RPMs or wattage. On the rower, we'll increase those calories per hour. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Let's pick it up a little bit. So 40 seconds, a little bit faster here. Push the pace a little bit. Go to 140 on the clock. So we got 15 seconds left, and we'll go 20 seconds at a hard pace. Here we go. Let's crank it up. 20 seconds. Last 20 seconds, we'll go hard. Add some RPMs, add some calories per hour to that screen. Five, four, three, two, one, and rest. Good job, guys. All right, hop on off. We are going to start with 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to start with some bird dogs. So you're going to be on all fours. And we're going to extend opposite arm, opposite leg. We'll start that in, let's start it in 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Nice and slowly bracing that core. Trying to keep that torso as still as we can. Beautiful. About 10 seconds left here, guys. Three, two, one. We're going push-up to down dog now. So we can start in that push-up position, hit a good push-up. Push our head through our shoulders, try to get the heels to the ground, hips up nice and high. And go, push-up to down dog. Beautiful. 10 seconds to go. And then we're going to move into glute bridges. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get on our backs. Feet about squat stance apart. Let's drive those hips up. Come back down, really dig the heels in. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, and go. Glute bridges, driving those hips up. Giving it a good 1-2 count at the top. Beautiful. Another 5 seconds, and then we're going to transition into single leg glute bridges. We're going to spend all 30 seconds on the same side. 3, 2, 1, and rest. So we're going to go glute bridges. Start with the right, and we're going to spend 30 seconds on that right side. 3, 2, 1, and go. Kind of driving that knee out, still digging that heel in. Really want to activate your glutes and your hams, get them ready for all those deadlifts. Beautiful. 10 seconds, and then we're going to switch to the other leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take 10 seconds. We're going to switch to the other side. We'll start that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead. 30 seconds on that other leg. Really want to give it a good little squeeze at the top, squeeze the glutes, dig those heels in. Should feel this in your hamstrings and your glute. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to go glute bridge walkouts now, guys. So we're going to be on that back. We're going to drive the heels up, and then we're going to walk the feet out. We'll start that in 3, 2, 1, and go. And then walk those feet back in, keeping the hips up off the ground. Again, feet about squat stance apart. Really dig those heels in. Ten seconds to go here, guys. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Great job, guys. All right, hop on up. Let's unmute ourselves, and we're gonna get our box. We're gonna use our box for this, guys. We're gonna do a pigeon stretch. So let's get our box. Let's get our leg up on the box. Fold your leg underneath. There we go. All right, Danny, you're given an elephant. You can't get rid of it. What are you gonna do with it?
Jesus, man, I don't know. I know I'd probably take it for walks, you know, show it some affection. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know where to put it. I thought about this. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a couple people said they would take care of it, and I was like, man, can you imagine having to clean up after your elephant?
Well, I
Like,
bought
it's
a
tough
new
enough after your dog.
Yeah, I got a new
Oh,
wheelbarrow.
you bought a new wheelbarrow? Good. You'd probably need like a little mini excavator. All right, Kirk.
So, elephant steaks?
Elephant what?
Steaks.
Oh, geez. Okay, let's switch sides. I said to Brandon this morning, I was like, I expected him to say, you know, harvest the tusks for the ivory, but he said no, he would just make it into a petting zoo, which was a tame answer for Brandon. All right, switch sides, guys. Mel, what would you do with your elephant?
That was also going to be my answer, a petting zoo. In addition to obviously making the elephant and Finley best friends.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what Sheila said. She wanted to take care of the elephant and make it a pet or a friend. And I was like, man, you'd have to watch out for those little dogs you had. They're going to become elephant slippers. I was listening to it. I have at like a circus or something for sure. I was quite young, but that was my answer. My answer was like, put one of those things on the elephant and just use it for like, you know, we're just going up to the corner store. We're just going over to the coffee shop, ride my elephant there.
It'll be the next Aladdin.
What's that?
I said
The next Aladdin? Oh, yes. Aladdin. Got it. All right, come on up out of that, guys. I'm listening to a book called Sapiens right now, and they're talking about how, you know, there used to be a whole bunch of different kind of like human species. And one of them was like a pygmy species that evolved on an island. And they're talking about how they never grew higher than 3 foot, 3.5 feet, and they weighed like 55 pounds, these people. And they sometimes hunted elephants, but they said, but of course the elephants were also pygmies too. So it wasn't like full size elephants.
I'd like a pygmy elephant. Have that option. I'd
Yeah.
like a pygmy elephant.
If that's an option, I'll take the pygmy. All right, perfect. Okay, guys, let's get into our teaching. We're going to start with the bar facing burpee and the burpee onto the or over the object. So I kind of want to go with the bar facing burpee first. The goal here is to minimize the amount of work you have to do to get up and over that bar. So what works best for me, and after a lot of trial and error, is obviously you want to get as close as you can when you hit that burpee. So you want to have a kind of landmark that lets you get nice and close. And then I kind of half step, half sweep my foot up to the bar. So when I sweep up, there's that little quarter turn, and then I'm going to jump over, hit it again, sweep up, quarter turn, jump over. That allows me to get as close to the bar as I can and expend as least energy as I have jumping over it. Otherwise, you're going to have to jump from, 2 feet back or take an extra step to jump up and over. A little less efficient. So let's go ahead and let's hit 3 bar facing burpees. If you're doing bar facing burpees, let's hit 3. If not, lateral burpees over your barbell. All right. Now let's move on to that burpee box jump, guys. So same thing, as we want to get as close to the object as we can, right, to minimize that jump. And again, that works with the step for me. So I'm going to step my foot up as far as I can and use that kind of forward momentum to get me up onto the box. So let's get 3 burpee box jumps. 3 burpee box jumps. There we go. Perfect. Now the final progression, guys, is that burpee box jump over. So same thing, we want to get as close as we can. For me, that works with a step. Now stay low. You want to stay low on this and kind of do that quarter turn in the air. So I'm going to stay nice and low, hit that quarter turn so I can just step off and get into my next burpee box jump. Cool. So let's go 3 burpee box jump overs. 3 burpee box jump overs.
If I don't have space for that, should I just like do the burpee jump over and then walk around and do it again? Or just stick with
You can do
burpee
that
box
for
jumps?
sure. Just stick with burpee box jumps, I would say. Or Mel, burpee front roll over the box would be good. Like just hit a front roll over the box. No? All right. Okay, guys. And the only other movement we're going to prep up in this is going to be the deadlift. So we want to talk about closing the distance on the deadlift as well. So with a lot of reps, the farther that bar gets away from you, the harder it's going to be, the more strain it's going to put on you, the harder it's going to be to move it, the less efficient you're going to be. So we want to work on keeping that bar or object super close, right? So it should start right over top where our shoelace is not on our feet, right? Shins are vertical, traces your body up, pull it into your hips, and then back down the same way. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our bar, and we're going to start with 5 top down deadlifts. We're going to start from the top. We're going to go nice and slowly, kind of tracing that body down, and then stand it back up. Slow on the way down, and then stand it back up. Okay, so nice and slow. Should be in contact, right? You don't bend those knees until the bar passes them. Good. So let's pause for one quick second here, because I see kind of the same thing from everybody, is that we're kind of pushing it around our knees. And what I mean by that, let me get closer to the screen. See if I can get in the camera. So when we're going back, you see the bar kind of bump over your knees and then kind of reestablish contact with your body. You really want to think about a good morning or that Romanian deadlift to start. So it's hips push back as far as you can until the bar passes, then you drop your hips. Okay, so really focus on that first part and don't let the knees push too far forward. We're looking for vertical shins here. Better. So that first part is really that Romanian deadlift, almost stiff like a deadlift, knees don't bend until the bar passes it. And then you drop those hips. Better. Okay, because otherwise that bar path goes a little bit here, bump around knees, and then back, right? So not very efficient. All right, guys, what I want you to do is let's build up to the heaviest weight we plan on using in the workout. Build up to the heaviest weight we plan on using in the workout. You know, as written, they're fairly big jumps in the actual workout itself. You know, depending on what your jumps are, maybe 20 pounds, 30 pounds. What you got, Ritzy?
Hey, John, what are the numbers on the board so I can get a comparison?
As written, I believe they are 225, 275, 315.
Oh, okay. That's heavy. Okay.
Yeah, but it should be like, I think like a decent progression could be something like 155, 185, 205, or 155, 185, 215, something like that.
If I'm gonna just stick with 95, should I do 12 every single round, or should I do more than 12?
No, I think 12 is fine. Yeah, 12 is fine. Yeah, so it's meant to, by the last round, guys, it's meant to be heavy enough that we're probably going to hit singles in that last round. Yeah, 225, 275, 315. So 40-pound jumps. Like I said, if you're doing something like 155, 185, 205, or 215 would be a decent little progression. There we go. Nice job, Kirk. That looks really good.
It feels good.
Yeah, it looks good. And they always say it's better to look good than to feel good. Beautiful. Nice job, Mel. Keep it nice and close, guys. In these workouts, it's easy to let that bar get away from you as we start to get fatigued and start to push to go a little faster. You also want to get that breathing strategy down too, guys. It's going to be pretty high heart rate coming off that bike or that row, and you got a chance to kind of breathe at the top in those deadlifts. We want to think about definitely some touch and go sets in that first one. You know, maybe we're thinking about 2 sets, maybe 3 at most. Second one, we're thinking about 1 to 2 sets. And the last one, we're probably going to hit either doubles or singles. All right, once you've got to the heaviest weight you're going to use, guys, let's break it back down to our starting weight and we'll hit a little practice round. So hopefully everyone signed up for the CrossFit Open already. CrossFit Open, it's a 3-week affair this year. They'll have 3 different divisions: foundations, scaled, and RX. And then they'll have 2 different versions. You can do an at-home body weight version with no equipment needed, and then a some equipment version. So we expect to see you all on that roster. I took a look at the roster yesterday. It's actually shaping up pretty nicely.
I'm signed up.
Beautiful. Mel, Lizzo Sherman, do we get a commitment out of you here? Are you signed up? Will you sign up? Yes. We missed you in that last workout on the Winter Frost. I don't know what you said, but I think it said it's because I'm a chicken.
No, I forgot to log it, and I did like a mixed version of scaled and RX.
Yeah, I bet you that would have been a good one for you too. Like those lateral hops are kind of your jam.
Yeah, but I wasn't gonna win anyway, so I thought, meh.
I can't win. I'm taking my ball and going home. All right, guys, let's get into a practice round. Practice round, we're going to do 4 calories on our machine, 4 deadlifts, and 4 barbell facing burpees. So 4, 4, and 4. 4, 4, and 4. We're looking to get off that machine, guys, in about 2 minutes, plus or minus. All right, I think the calories for the guys on the row are 35. And for Mel, you're looking at 21 calories on that Schwein. All right. Starting with 4 calories in your machine, going into 4 deadlifts, and then 4 bar facing burpees. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1, and go. Beautiful. Nice job, guys. And we're going to hit those deadlifts. Get set, right? Get set. Same way every time. Bar should start right over top your shoelaces. Get a tight belly, shoulder blades back and down, smooth off the ground. Let's think smooth off the ground. We're never going to jerk it off the ground. There we go. Nice job, guys. All right. Grab yourself a quick drink, hit the bathroom. Let's get ready to rock. I've been practicing lately with my bar facing burpees, alternating the lead leg that comes up first. It's taken a little bit of doing, but I think it's really kind of helping. I started listening to a book by, I think it's Tim Grover. We've had a couple of his quotes. He's a trainer to like a lot of the professional basketball players, but I just had to stop listening to it. It was just not good. Anyone's read Relentless before? I don't know.
Why was it not good? You're leaving us like a cliffhanger. Why was it not good?
Because he's just like, it's almost like he's just talking about how great he is and how he's just the best in the world, and he just kind of keeps harping on that, like, people who are relentless, who will do absolutely everything to get to that final destination, that's what you have to do. You got to be relentless. You got to be, you know, cutthroat. You got to be whatever. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It did not resonate with me to start with. And I gave it a little bit of a chance, and I'm like, no. It just seems like
Just
it's
a book full of bragging, right? It's like reading autobiographies of music stars.
Yes. And I actually, the last one I read was Moby's autobiography, and it started off kind of cool because it was like, ooh, this is like the autobiography of a guy who was right in the nightlife of New York back in the day and like back in the scene. And then it just turned into, I'm Moby. I'm super famous. I got really drunk and had sex with a star. I'm Moby. I got really drunk, had sex with a star, so on and so on and so on. It's just like, Moby. Yeah, the first chapter was cool, but the next 9 were not. And then he also got a lot of flack over that too, and said he made up a lot of those stories. All right, let's get ready to rock here, guys. We've got a 25-minute workout. We got to get you guys fired up. So we're going to do 5 minutes, 30 or 21 cals on the bike, or 35 cals on the rower. So 21 cals for Mel, 35 for the fellas, and then an AMRAP in the remaining time of 12 deadlifts and 12 bar facing burpees. So the score you'll give me is just the number of deadlifts and bar facing burpees you've done. Okay, so a full round is 24, and we'll get it in reps. Here we go, guys. I'll give you a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. Here we go. Nice and paced, guys, right? Same pace for all 3 rounds here. The buy-in doesn't change, so find something that's a little on the uncomfortable side, but still allows you to get off there and do some work on the deadlifts and the bar facing burpees. That is the scored portion of the workout. This is just that buy-in, just setting the table for the rest of the workout. Looking to get off the machine in about 2 minutes, plus or minus. Try to maintain a consistent RPM or calories per hour. All right, big, long strokes, slow that recovery so we can get off there with a moderate heart rate, get to work. Try to keep it in the zone 2 or zone 3 heart rate if you're familiar with that. Somewhat of a conversational pace. I'm not saying you want to talk to somebody, but you could. A minute in here, guys. A minute 10, just about a minute 10 in. Beautiful. Breathe through it, breathe through it. Keep those elbows in on the bike, knees in. Same on the rower. Nice, powerful strokes. About a minute 45 in here, guys. Then get set. Make sure you're set. Smooth off the ground. Chest up, shoulder blades back and down. Let's keep that chin tucked, head neutral. Again, use those deadlifts as an opportunity to maybe get that heart rate down a little bit. Breathe through it. Beautiful. There we go, guys. Just over 2.5 minutes in. We got 2.5 to go in this round. There you go, Mel. Stay low. Lean into the way that you're going. There you go, fellas. Coming up on the 3-minute mark. There you go. Try to get that front foot as close as you can to the bar. Minimize the amount of distance you've got to jump. That chest up. A minute 30 to go here, guys. A minute 30 to go. Stay nice and smooth. Round 1 of 3. Got 5 minutes of rest coming up. We want to kind of flirt with that red line, but not go over it. Get into that deficit. Great job, guys. Get back to that barbell. 1 minute to go here. 1 minute to go. Pull that barbell right into your shins. Get set. Make sure you're at the same checklist every time. Nice and smooth. There you go. Just under a minute left. 45 seconds to go in this round, and we got a good full 5 minutes of rest. Thirty seconds to go. 30 seconds to go here. Ten seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Time. Great job, guys. Give yourself a second. We'll get you to unmute yourself. Give us a score. Kirk, what'd you get, bud?
38.
38. Nice work. Kirk. Mel, what'd you get?
60.
60. Danny.
38.
38. Great job. Great job, guys. It always sounds like Mel's in like a club whenever she gives her score. Like, hey, what do you want to drink? I'll have a gin and tonic. Just yelling it over the beats. I wonder how long until nightclubs are back as a thing. Those poor nightclub owners, man.
Here.
What's that? 2 years?
Yeah.
Well, you've seen all the pictures and the stuff from New Zealand, right? Like they're back to full on like raves and like concerts and, you know, sporting events and, you know, and my friends in the Cayman Islands too, they were locked down for the first lockdown with us, but now they're just full on. Like there's no restrictions there except for travel into the island, obviously.
Yeah, I think Canada's probably gonna be like last to go, resume normalcy.
I think the government's starting to take the right steps though in terms of like quarantining travelers, and you must quarantine for 2 weeks if you come into the country.
I saw that Israel has 63% of their population vaccinated.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah,
And they've-
smaller country,
Yeah.
wealthy country, you know.
Smaller
United
country.
Arab Emirates is second at like 40%.
Where is, sorry?
United Arab Emirates.
Oh, UAE. Yeah. Yeah, I had some friends who went and worked there for a while.
What's the percentage of Canada that's been vaccinated? 5?
Less than 3.
And somebody told me that Canada actually bought more vaccinations than they needed. I don't know if it's just a distribution issue at this point or what it is.
It's a distribution issue. They're not able to keep up with the planned orders right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of the stuff going on in the EU. They're trying to force AstraZeneca to give them vaccines first rather than give them to the orders that they've fulfilled, right? Or the way they came. Like the EU is like, listen, it's made in, which is no longer the EU. It's in England, but they're trying to say it needs to come here first, which is it's kind of bad when it starts getting a little bit tribal like that, and we're fighting for vaccines. There's a Canadian company in Calgary that apparently is in clinical trials for a vaccine too, and they've actually bought a facility, like a facility where they can manufacture too, which is what we were lacking here in Canada. They've got like a 40,000 square foot facility or something.
Knowing the way Canada does it, we'll export all of those vaccines to another country and we'll still be 20% vaccinated.
Well, maybe that's how we're going to make up some of the deficit we're running. I was going to say something. The Senators were playing the Oilers the other night, and I was going to say something like, let's shut down the Oilers like they shut down Keystone or something like that. But I thought that might be a little bit offside. People might get a little fired up about that.
That's just asking to rile some people up.
Yeah, 100%. I had it on the tip of my tongue, and I was like, "Yeah, that's one of those ones where you gotta swallow that." I was telling the morning class that I actually own some shares in a stock that has been pumped up by the GameStop, like the Reddit day traders, and it's actually going to make the company potentially viable now. Unlike GameStop, which will probably crash hard, Sundial, which is a marijuana company, was able to raise 100 million in capital from the increased price in their shares, and now they might actually be a good company.
Which one is it called? Fundial?
Sundial.
No.
Yeah, it's one that our uncle decided that it was you had to invest in it, and talked to our stepmom or my stepmom into it, and she bought a bunch of shares, and then it tanked hard. But now it's been propped up by those day traders. All right, guys, 10 seconds. Round number 2. It's like a gift from the gods from those guys. Here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. Same buy-in. 30 cals for the guys on a bike, 35 on a rower, 21 cals on the bicyclette for Mel. And then we're moving into 8 deadlifts at a heavier weight and 8 burpee box jumps. We'll stand a full extension on top of that box, and we'll get a score. We're going to AMRAP that portion of deadlifts and burpee box jumps. A full round is 16 reps. So we're going to get score in reps when we're done here. Again, looking to get off that machine in about 2 minutes, plus or minus. Just coming up on about a minute in, guys. Stay nice and focused, nice and paced on that machine. Focus on that breathing, getting that heart rate back under control. In through the nose, every 3rd or 4th breath. Slow exhale. Get ready to do some work on those deadlifts and those burpee box jumps. $1:45 on the clock, coming up on that 2-minute mark. Stand up nice and straight. Try not to lean back at the top. Just think about back hitting a wall and stopping. Just past that 2-minute mark, guys. Beautiful. Let's get set. Each deadlift. Go through that checklist. Bar nice and close, chest up, shoulder blades back and down. Beautiful. There we go. Way to push those hips back, Kirk. Nice job, guys. Way to step it up there, Mel. 8 burpee box jumps, and then we're back on those deadlifts. 240 on the clock, 220 to go. Two minutes to go in this round. 3 minutes in. There we go. Smaller number of burpees here, 8 burpee box jumps. Find a pace you can maintain on those, always moving forward. Beautiful, back to those deadlifts. $120 to go, guys. $120 to go. Lots of time. Just keep moving forward. Beautiful. Just over a minute. Just over a minute. There we go. $45 seconds left. $30 seconds left in this round, guys. 30 seconds left in this round. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and time. Time, guys. Time. Great job, guys. Kirk, what'd you get?
30.
30. Mel?
50.
50. Danny?
24.
24. Nice job. Great job, guys. Last round coming up. Same buy-in, fewest number of reps in our burpee box jump overs. So we're going all the way over top of the box, turning around, facing it again, coming back, and then we've got 4 deadlifts at what are our heaviest weights. So deadlifts first, then burpee box jump overs. Small number of reps in a round, only 8 reps per round. We're looking to get around 3.
Hey, John.
Yeah,
Shit, what were the rep count in the last one? Was it 8 or more?
8.
It's not 4 and 4 now?
It's 4 and 4, yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I heard you just say 8. I got the wrong numbers.
Maybe
Boy, that's my brain yet.
No, I said there's 8 reps in a round. So there's 4 and 4, 8. So yeah, it went 12, 8. Now we're down to 4 on each one. If the deadlift is sufficiently heavy, guys, go ahead and hit singles there. You know, pick it up, drop it, pick it up, drop it. If it's not that heavy for you, maybe you're thinking about sets of 2 or unbroken, just depending on the weight. Here's our last one here, guys. Again, same buy-in, so same RPMs, same calories per hour. Try to pace it the same way. The only thing we want to really break up are going to be the deadlifts.
It's tough to get that row in 2 minutes. Woo.
Yeah, 30, 35 cals. It's a pretty good pace, yeah. What are you guys holding on the rower?
I'm starting around 1,040, 1,050, and then I'm petering out in the last half to about 990, 990, 980, somewhere in there.
That's pretty consistent still. Kirk, what do you got?
Yeah, same thing. Mid thousands. Slight reduction to just under 1,000.
Yeah, we got done like exactly the same time there, Kirk.
Yeah, taking about 207, 210, somewhere around there.
215 on the first round, and yeah, exactly 206 on the second.
Yeah. So Mel, are you excited for your next journey to live in the Aberg?
Yeah, it's a little further than we thought we would ever live, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, we in Windsor are pretty spoiled by our sense of commutes, right? Like, I know that sometimes driving 30 minutes to like Lakeshore or something is like, oh man, I got to drive 30 minutes, you know, when it would take me an hour and a half to get to my job in Toronto. That was like a fraction of the time.
Exactly. So, I mean, I think Brandon and I are gonna have to carpool to work because our offices are like 10 minutes from each other, which might make it a little bit better. Just take
Yeah.
turns.
Well, that's all right then. That's perfect. Just hope neither of you gets fired or changes jobs.
Yup.
Are you close to the water? That's a yes.
Yeah, we are
That's awesome.
super close. Yeah.
I like Amherstburg a lot. It's got everything right there. It's just a nice little community, right?
Yeah, it's so cute. Like everything's like stone bricked and kind of original, and it's only like 5 or 6 minutes from our new house. So
Awesome.
stopping ground.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Mel.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I just said that's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Now you just got to sell your house.
Yeah, Jen's coming over tonight, so woo.
Yeah. It'll go quickly. It'll go really quickly.
Yeah, it just depends how quickly I can get rid of all of Finley's dog fur.
That might want to pay someone to do. 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. We end up getting a storage unit and put it on our front lawn and just put all of our stuff in it, had it taken away, and then showed the house and then sent it to the new house. All right, 15 seconds, guys. 15 seconds. Five seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and hit it. Here we go, guys. Stay paced, guys. Stay paced. Beautiful. Last round, so we want to still maintain that same intensity on the machine. Get off and be able to do work on those deadlifts and burpee box jump overs. On that rower, think about exhaling on the way into that catch position and inhaling on the way back. Elbows nice and tight. You're going to maintain good posture on the machine. Go 110, just past 110. You go 130 on the clock, guys. 130 on the clock. Chest up, get nice and set, nice and smooth. We go 2 minutes in, 3 minutes to go in this last round here, guys. There we go, smooth off the ground, smooth. There we go. Keep it tight to your body. $230 to go. $230 to go. There we go. Just 4 burpee box jump overs now. Nice job, Kirk. Way to get up and over. Less than 2 minutes left in this round, guys. Less than 2 minutes left in the round. Let's focus. We're right close to the finish line. Get that chest up. A minute 30 left. A minute 30 left, guys. Pull that bar into your body. Think about pulling the bar into your hips. A minute 20 to go. There you go. 1 minute to go, guys. 1 minute to go. Thirty seconds left in this round, guys. Last round, 30 seconds. Make a little push for the final here. 15 seconds to go. 15 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Time. Great job, guys. Nice work. Kirk, what'd you get?
25.
25. Mel?
56.
56. And Danny?
16.
16. Nice work, guys. Great work. Nice little, I like those interval style workouts. I'm not so sure I'm going to like it when I'm doing it, but I do profess to like them. Great job today, guys. If you're so inclined, we have kettlebell class tonight at 6 p.m. with Coach James, and again on Thursday, same time. Cardio class tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. with Coach Steph. Great job, y'all. Have yourself a great Tuesday, and hopefully we see you all soon.